Africa said Monday it plans to buy the liquefied natural gas from the United States in a proposed deal worth around $1 billion a year after the tense televised encounter between the two countries' president came across. Also, in return for the agreeing to buy the LNG, the South Africa would avoid paying duty on exports of 40,000 vehicles a year to the United States, Cabinet Minister Khumbudzo has wrote also in the newspaper comment. Also, the proposals followed tense talks between the South Africa's president, that is Cyril Ramaphosa, and his US counterpart Donald Trump at the White House last week, which aimed to reset the plummeting relations and save trade ties vital to the South Africa's sputtering economy. Under the terms of a deal yet to be finalized, South Africa would import LNG from the United States for 10 years. Also, Natchweni, in the wrote of the country's Sunday Times newspaper, he said that the United States would also invest in the gas infrastructure development in the South Africa, including the fracking, said the Natchweni, who was also in the delegation that accompanied the Ramaphosa at the talks on Wednesday. South Africa would in turn be able to export 40,000 vehicles a year to the United States without duties, as well as 385,000 tons of steel and 132,000 tons of aluminium, she said. She also said that the deal would yield about $900 million to $1.2 billion in a trade a year. South Africa has a vast trade deficit with the United States, which has threatened to impose 30% tariff on South Africa. The proposed deal would also allow duty-free import of the automotive components from the South Africa for the United States car production. These are numbers contained in the trade deal proposal that the South Africa has presented to the USTR, that is the United States Trade Representative, for consideration and further negotiations, Ramaphosa spokesperson Vincent told the AFP and Millennium. Also, Ramaphosa said in his weekly newsletter Monday that a key outcome of the talks was agreement on an economic cooperation channel between the United States administration and the South Africa to engage further on the tariff and the broad range of the trade matters. There is potential to increase and diversify trade between our two countries in areas such as gas mining, critical minerals, agriculture and nuclear products, he said. It was also agreed that the Washington would be represented by and at a summit of the G20 group of the leading economies in the Johannesburg in November, Ramaphosa said. Trump had also threatened to skip the meeting hosted under the South African presidency this year as ties frayed over a range of domestic and international policy issues.